Hey guys, welcome to another update. So I don't know if it shows that much, but I'm not using my flip cam right now because I just turned it on and was gonna film and then it just froze. So I'm hoping that it will just lose battery and then I can charge it and it's okay again. So I'm using this one now, and if I would have used the flip cam, you would probably just have seen about this much because it's, I don't know why it films, but this one is just much wider, so that's very good with this. But I know there is some little adv well, I don't know what it's called, but you can put something on the lens of the flip cam like that, and then it's wider. Or yeah, so that always been something annoying with the flip cam. So I guess that's good right now. But anyway, I have a tons of stuff to show you. Uh, so let's start with a pretty crappy one. I don't know. I just sometimes like watching these stupid romantic comedies. This is Kate and Leopold, time travel romantic comedy. It's really not that good. Um, it's always fun when someone travels to a place this time by accident, but he or she is like a far away from home in time, and everything is different, and he just has to adjust. And it's fun to see the reactions when things are much different and all that stuff. But I don't think it was very well done in this one. And another, this one was actually pretty good. I thought it was a good movie, but it's Elizabeth Town. It was kind of special or original. Stars Orlando Bloom, Kirsten Dunst, and Susan Sarandon, and apparently it's from the director by Jerry Maguire. Well, it's Cameron Crowe. I liked it. And then we got I guess, well, it's The Company of Wolves. This is a really cool movie. Visually, this is fantastic, but that's why I liked it. There's no other reason to why I liked it, but I would recommend it because of the visuals, and there are some really cool, transformation scenes or whatever from human to werewolf. At least one. I'm not sure if there was two, maybe, but there's not a lot of gore, but the gore there is really cool, and I like the fact that they use a lot of animals in the movie, and maybe it's like a horror werewolf take on the Little Red Riding Hood. Maybe you could say. Maybe I don't know. Maybe it already is a werewolf. Never mind. But it's yeah, something like that. And I thought it was pretty good. Then we got a Swedish movie, Morgan Paulson, Lars Potter. These two characters are, well, I think so anyway. They're based on two characters they made as in a TV show called Hip Hip. I'm not sure about that, but I think so. At least these two actors made that show. But this has always been sort of a favorite Swedish movie. Mine will always. It's from 2008, but it feels like I watched it in the theater ages ago. But I really like it, but I know that it's not really that appreciated, but I like it, so. And then we have the Royal Tenenbaums. Those are the four movies I got for about $2 each at a store here, and this one I ordered from Amazon, as I did it with a lot of stuff upcoming. I think I did anyway. Well, heard great things about this, and it wasn't exactly like I thought it was going to be, but I thought it was a good movie, and it has a very good cast, and it's by Wes Anderson. Haven't seen that much by him, I don't think, but he seems to be very appreciated here on YouTube. Then we have Killer Clowns from Outer Space, which I love this. I'm kind of suspecting that it won't be very good on the second viewing, but I really did like this a lot. It's so much fun with all of the visuals, the colors. It's really colorful and just stupid and well, you know, the clowns, they have guns who shoots living popcorns, and they after they kill people they sort of trap them in cotton candy, and that whole circus tent, just the inside look of that, it's just a lot of fun. But I think this would have been much better with some gore, because there's not a lot of it. I don't know, there's barely any. So I think it would have been much better with a lot of gore. I kind of missed some gore. And then we got the first Arrow release that I have, but I'm probably gonna get more eventually. But it's Day of the Dead, maybe one of the most famous Arrow releases. I had never seen this movie before actually, but I liked it. I didn't think it was great. The gore is pretty much as good as gore can get in a movie, but this I just didn't really care for it. I like Dawn of the Dead a lot more. I don't know. I'm not gonna show you in detail because people have probably done that many times, but yeah, got this from Play. And then we have Seinfeld seasons 1 and 2. I was in a store here, a local store, and I wasn't planning on getting this, but it was like $10 or maybe 9, so I thought that was a really good price, so I picked it up. I've already seen all of the well, maybe not exactly all. I'm guessing maybe 90% of the episodes I have seen on TV over a couple of years. But I saw like most of the seasons a couple weeks or a couple months ago. They were 50% off, which would make them about $13-14 each. So I'm kind of regretting that I didn't buy them. I didn't really have any money, so I don't know if I could buy them, but I still regret I didn't. So I'm gonna hope that they will decrease in price sometime again, and I'll pick some more up, or maybe they're available cheap online. So yeah, it's of course a famous show and a really good show. I'm just mixing a bunch of different genres and TV shows together, but Puppet Master, got this from Amazon Marketplace. Is that what it's called when you order from sellers and not the actual Amazon? Is that the marketplace term or word, or you know? Anyway, this movie I really didn't care for that much. It was kind of fun to watch, but I didn't like it that much. Well, yeah, it was kind of fun. I don't know really why, but I'm planning on getting the second one, and probably all of them. Not because I want to see it, but because I want to collect them. And then we have Prison Break season 3. Have already seen this show. I'm guessing maybe 2-3 years ago. I don't know when this season's from. Well, yeah, it could have been 3 years ago I saw this also. I can't remember exactly. But the first time I watched them, I remember liking the second season the most. I might have mentioned this when I showed those 2 seasons last year sometime, but after rewatching the 2 first ones, I'm kind of torn between liking the first or the second the most. But this one is not as good, but I don't like it as little as many people seem to do. So I think it's a really good season. It has some really good suspense moments, and I never finished season 4, but I guess I'm planning on getting that eventually. Probably gonna take, well, I think it's gonna take many months, but yeah, I wanna get it eventually to just see how it ends, and I guess it will be somewhat fun to rewatch it, even though it's not really that great as far as I can remember. I'm not sure if you can hear that. I hope it's not too annoying. I don't know what it is. Someone being annoying when I'm making a video. Yeah, well, I just can't seem to avoid always having Swedish movies in my updates, but well, avoid, that might not be the right word, but I just always pick some up. This is Patrik 1.5, Patrick H 1.5. It's the English title. This has Swedish subtitles, uh, English subtitles, I mean. And I think it's pretty decent. It's not the best, but I like the movie. It's about these two, both famous Swedish actors. Him being my favorite Swedish actor, actually. But they are a gay couple and they want to adopt a son. But due to some misprint, they think that that this 15-year-old boy who they're adopting is 1.1.5 years old. So this comma is not supposed to be there, it's supposed to be there. So they adopt a 15-year-old son who is like this criminal bastard. So it's a pretty feel good warm movie, I guess. Office Space. I've seen this movie before. I didn't know if I'd seen the whole movie from start to finish, but it turns out that I have. And most of the parts I've seen several times, but only $2, so I figured it's definitely worth it, and I should have it, and I should just watch it again. I'm not sure if there's a much better edition out there, maybe, but yeah, I guess I want to see the movie again. Yeah, I don't know if I've heard anyone not liking that, but a love song for Babylon. I made a video well, maybe, I don't know, maybe 2 years ago, maybe 2.5, I can't remember, of my family's DVD collection at my dad's house, and they had this one. That's in a slim case, so I got one for myself. But I just didn't have any interest in watching it back then. But I recognized it, and I figured for $2, this store here in Sweden, I should pick it up, and it was good. I really did enjoy it. It's with John Travolta and Scarlett Johansson. I recommend it. I now pronounce you Chuck and Larry. I guess many people sort of hate these kinds of movies, Adam Sandler movies. I don't know. I just hear a lot of hate towards this one and other similar. But I like it. It's not a guilty pleasure. I just think it's a funny movie and entertaining. Then we have Loaded Weapon. Classic parody jokes here. I really did enjoy this. Obviously a parody of Lethal Weapon. So yeah, I thought it was fun. Another romantic comedy. Something's Gotta Give. The thing I like a lot about this movie is that it's a romantic comedy, or the romance. It focuses around two people who are in their 50s and 60s, which is not that common, and it's just a very good movie, and the chemistry between Diane Keaton and Jack Nicholson is pretty great. So I think if there is good romantic comedies, which I think there are, but most people probably disagree, but then this is probably one of them. So I would recommend this one pretty highly. Then we got an X rental, but I looked on Amazon, at least the UK Amazon, and this is like £16 last time I checked, and didn't become any cheaper. And I don't know why it's that expensive. Maybe it's rare, or I don't know. It seemed weird to me, but Clerks 2, I got an X rental for $2 at a store here. I wasn't planning on getting it or anything, I just found it, and I never buy X rentals because I hate them. But I figured I really want to see this movie, so I picked it up, even though it's an X rental, and I might get another copy sometime. And I'm not a huge fan of Kevin Smith. I really hate him as a person. I just think that I don't like him. But his movies are good. and I had seen like half of this. Oh fuck! I just poked my eye. I had seen like half of this movie before, um, and I wanted to see the whole thing. It's I don't know if you can say that it's good, but it's funny and entertaining to watch. Um, and then one that I got from Amazon, Million Dollar Baby. I thought this was great. Hilary Swank is really fantastic in this movie. Um, yeah, check that out if you haven't seen it. I think I knew what was gonna happen. I'm not sure if I kind of recognized the scene when it happened. If you know what scene I'm talking about, can't really say more without spoiling it. So I either had seen it or maybe I had heard what was supposed to happen, but I recognized the scene. So I'm not sure. And then we have a movie that I was sort of surprised with how it was. It's The Green Mile. And I should have seen this years ago. I bought it on VHS quite a while ago, and I put it on, and then I think the tape was like something wrong with it, so it didn't work. So I never watched it, but I picked it up now from Amazon. Unfortunately, it's a snapper case, but what are you gonna do? But I didn't suspect the fantasy elements. I expected this the fantasy parts, which I knew there was gonna be to be psychological, sort of. I didn't think it was gonna be this kind of fantasy. Um, it's only low fantasy, but still, I thought it was gonna be a bit less. But I enjoyed the movie. I loved it. Some disturbing scenes in here, in particular one, and it's very funny also. It's not really doesn't qualify as a comedy, but it's pretty close in my opinion because it's really funny at parts, and it's a lot of funny stuff in it, and I didn't expect that. But it's mainly a drama film, of course. Um, well, um, Nurse Betty. Um, this was a bit darker than I thought it was gonna be, and thought it was good. Yeah. And then we have two movies, which I thought was one movie, but I got it here for $2, and I figured it looks like a romantic movie, which could be fun to watch, and turned out to be two movies, Because I Said So and Friends with Money. It's obviously two movies. I didn't pick up on that for some reason. I didn't look very carefully because it was so cheap, so I just figured, what the hell. But Because I Said So with Diane Keaton and Mandy Moore and Lauren Graham was pretty bad. But Friends with Money was really good. Jennifer Aniston and Frances McDormand, Joan Cusack. I just thought that Friends with Money was the dialogue is great, and it's just a very good movie. I didn't expect it to be that great. It's not that romantic in my opinion. It's just mainly a comedy drama with some romantic elements to it. But yeah, I loved it, I guess. Heavyweights. I didn't think that I had seen this movie before, so I ordered it off Amazon. But it turns out that I have, and probably many times, because I recognize a lot of the stuff. But if I have seen it, well, I have seen it, I know that, but that was certainly like 7 years ago at least. So, but I love it. I think it's a great and entertaining movie, and I think it's probably a classic for many people. Um, Shop Girl. This was pretty good. It's not your typical Steve Martin movie, or it's rather a Claire Danes movie, but he plays a bit more serious than he usually does. And it's more drama than comedy, but I enjoyed it. Carrie, I thought this was very strange. Um, just a lot of the parts was weird, and I just thought it was kind of strange. That's all. But the scene at the prom, the whole sequence there, almost the whole sequence, was really cool and just well done and original, and just was really good. But a lot of the stuff before was strange, and I didn't like Sissy Space Chaz. I don't know how you pronounce her name. It says John Travolta here, but he's not in the movie a lot. Um, but yeah, I don't know. Then we got two shows, which is the last two DVDs of this update. Gilmore Girls season 3. I really like this show. I don't know what to say. It's not great. There are some stuff that I am annoyed with. I don't know if this is just stupid to say. It doesn't make any sense, but or I mean, it doesn't matter. But they refer a lot to movies and actors, and they quote a lot of stuff. And maybe I'm just being silly or whatever, but I think it's kind of unrealistic how they just come up with that many just offhand all the time references to movies and bands and everything, like they know everything about every movie and every band ever. I don't know, it just kind of annoyed me. I don't know why. Maybe it should be the other way around. It just didn't seem natural. I don't know. So yeah, and then we got a show which I just absolutely love, but I do understand why or if many people don't like it, because it's kind of annoying at times. But it's Everybody Loves Raymond. The why this is annoying is mainly because of the audience, and they're quiet a lot of the time, just standing waiting for the audience to stop laughing so they can continue with their lines, and standing looking at each other, and they drag out on a lot of stuff, and a lot of the sort of one-liners and the stuff, it's just really lame and not funny at all. But I really like the show, especially Ray and Marie is just hilarious. So yeah. Well, that's it. Did I say what season it is? Well, you can probably see it's the 5th season. And there are 9 season totals, so I'll get them all eventually, or pretty soon, I think. So that's all for this update. You have them all there. So yeah, that's all. Thank you for watching this long part. And I have a lot of stuff left. This is probably I have this much stuff in front of my TV times 2 or maybe times 3. So I have a ridiculous amount of stuff that I ordered, which it's sort of weird. When you have this much stuff, you have a lot of stuff that I really want to watch. But since I have so much, it's kind of annoying. I don't know what to pick to watch, because there's so much. So there's kind of a negative point to getting a lot of stuff also. But anyway, I'm not gonna drag on to this any longer. But yeah, thanks for watching.